Well, we're back again to talk about common sense acting. Now, there's a lot of acting teachers with a lot of different theories, a lot of different techniques, a lot of different methods. And people ask me, RJ, what technique, what method do you use? Well, my method, my technique, my whatever you want to call it, is based on common sense. It has to look like real life. Common sense will tell you if you're going to be believable in front of the camera, it has to look like real life. How do you get to that as an actor? Well, you have to know who you are. You have to be believable. Meaning, if you know who you are as a human being, then you can use your true self and you will be believable. It's very easy common sense thinking when you just step back and analyze the whole profession of acting. It's a very simple thing. Being is not something you do. It's just what you are. Acting is something that takes place that a lot of people perceive as fake and phony. You go out an audition and you do it and they say, well, I liked her, but she looks like she was acting. That's not a compliment. You don't want to look like you're acting. You want to look real. Even the audition, when you get on the set, you have to be real. But knowing who you are, it starts with that. You have to be very well grounded. Got a few actors to show you talking about that very thing. They're talking about knowing who you are, listening, reacting, going back and forth with the other actor. We start with Richard Dreyfuss.
Spencer Tracy is a hero of yours?
Yeah.
Why?
Why? I don't know whether I'm inventing this now or giving you real reasons. I mean, Spencer Tracy was just about one of the 2 or 3 at the top of my list since I was a little boy. But why? Tracy knew who he was.
Group theater once voted the greatest actor in the world. They voted, I think they voted, Meisner, all of them, Strasberg, they voted Charlie Chaplin first. Shaliapin, the Russian opera singer, second. Alfred Lunt third, and Paul Muni fourth. And I was once talking with Alan Arkin, and Paul Muni played all those different characters, makeup hidden in it. But ultimately, and I agree, Spencer Tracy was a better actor.
It is not to say that Daniel Day-Lewis didn't do a wonderful job in My Left Foot.
But he didn't do any better than the kid that played him as a young kid. That kid should have got an award, too. That kid was terrific. Both of them were good.
But when somebody really emotes, or when they play someone whose physical circumstances appear to be demanding, then it seems that the appreciation comes more quickly.
Absolutely.
Than a more controlled performance.
You do this and you get more points. People go, bravo, bravo, bravo. They do, and they may do it well, and some people may not do it so well, but they still are saying, oh, he's terrific.
Are there special problems for someone, let's say, like a Henry Fonda, or a Jimmy Stewart, or a John Wayne?
Spencer Tracy played more himself, but, I mean, everybody says, well, I can only do this, he can only, but yeah, one moment of truth, that's capsuled for eternity, and you can't take it away from a guy. I don't care if he seems as if he's more like himself, or he's playing like this. If you're going to do this, then it better come from yourself, and not from some idea of how a guy goes like this. So the character has to come from you, turned in a certain way, so it's still you. Remember, in New York, we were talking to some people in the theater, and a young actress or something. I said, you don't become the character. She said, what do you mean? All my life, I mean, like it went against her whole thesis she was writing in school. I said, no, you don't become the actor. It's as if you become the actor. You do, but you don't, because you turn yourself in a certain way, and you still got to use yourself. And when you stop using yourself to be that other person, then you're in trouble, because you start acting a conceptual thing out here somewhere. And that's why a guy like Spencer Tracy was terrific. He may not have appeared versatile, but he was on the money most of the time. I mean, I remember one time, like, Lee Cobb supposedly gave the great performance of Death of a Salesman. I'm sure it was terrific. He's a very talented man. But I'll never forget, I saw him in a 2-shot with Spencer Tracy in a movie. Your eye went to Spencer Tracy. It's like my dog Gus out there. It was more purity, A little bit of acting, a little bit. This guy was pure.
Is there something about the way you approach it that you think is different than other actors?
No, I don't think I prepare any more than maybe certain other actors. I don't know how they work. I mean, I think certain projects, certain parts you prepare more than others, you know, and sometimes you don't have time to prepare, so you just start winging it. Sometimes when you wing it, it goes as good as if you'd done all this months of preparation. Because once you come to doing it, you have to throw it away anyway. Just go like we're going one-to-one into the other guy's eye and just talk and listen, and talk. But sometimes you do more than others. But I don't do, I think that's been overemphasized.
Maybe you're better off getting newsreel film or a documentary.
Well, Brando used to watch Candid Camera. I mean, that's terrific. You either go to documentaries or real life. I once worked with a guy who said, now in this movie I want you to kind of walk like Bogart, but also like this French actor. I said, hey, wait a minute, let me do it. I don't try to imitate other actors. I mean, what's that about?
Now, besides the whiskey, I think will require a little respect.
People say you got to be bigger than life. There's nothing in this world bigger than life. Some people's personalities appear as if they're bigger than life. But if you take selections from life and rearrange them in your work or whatever, to some it may appear as if it's bigger than life. But, I mean, nothing can be bigger than life. And a lot of times when people try to be bigger than life, then they push. And they begin to act, and they grind, you know, it becomes too much. Nothing can be bigger than life to me. I think you should try to make it like life.
So you see, you don't have to take my word for it. Robert Duvall, Academy Award-winning actor, Richard Dreyfuss, the best in the business, the ones with the biggest careers will tell you it's common sense. They'll tell you it's about being real. It's about working off the other actor, listening and reacting. Those are movie actors, television actors. Hopefully you're one of them and you're going to start working, or if you are already, way to go! We're going to join you pretty soon. Next week, more in the Coaching Corner, RJ. We'll see you again. Bye.